The neighbor was screaming for help outside the door, but the woman inside remained unmoved. A masked killer appeared and swiftly ended the neighbor's life. The neighbor's body collided with the glass due to inertia, producing a loud noise, but the woman still did not turn to look. The killer was puzzled and tapped on the glass a few times, but was again ignored. The killer quietly slipped into the room. The woman was focused on writing and completely unaware of anyone behind her. At that moment, a video call from a friend saved her life. It turned out the woman was deaf and mute, able to communicate only through sign language, which was why she hadn't heard the neighbor's cries for help. However, the killer had already marked her as his next target. He took her phone. When it was time to feed the cat, the woman couldn't find it, so she opened the door slightly, allowing the cat to come in on its own after playing. She then continued her work, but a message popped up on her computer, sent from her own phone. The woman found this odd and clicked to open it, discovering several photos taken of her without her knowledge. She was immediately terrified and turned to look around, seeing the killer standing outside the window, waving his phone at her. The woman reacted swiftly, quickly locking the door. The killer wasn't in a hurry. He picked up his crossbow and searched for other entrances. The woman tried to use the computer to contact the police, but the killer had anticipated this. He cut the house's wires and used a dagger to scratch marks on the glass, threatening the woman. The woman tried to negotiate with the killer. She wrote on the glass with lipstick, telling him she hadn't seen his face and begging him to spare her, promising not to call the police. But after reading the message, the killer removed his mask, revealing his true face, a clear sign he had no intention of letting her go. The woman found a small knife and a hammer for self-defense, retreated to a bedroom, and locked the door. However, the killer decided to toy with her. He grabbed the neighbor's body and repeatedly smashed it against the window glass. The woman was on the verge of breaking down. She suddenly remembered that the neighbor had the habit of carrying a cell phone with him at all times. She could lure the killer away and use the neighbor's phone to call the police. The woman took out her car keys and pressed the alarm button. The killer heard the noise and went to investigate. The woman immediately opened the window and searched the neighbor's body for the phone, but the killer quickly returned. The woman quickly closed the window. The killer was stronger, so she picked up the hammer on the ground and struck him hard, successfully closing the window. She turned and ran to the second floor. After confirming the area was safe, she climbed out the window onto the roof and threw the flashlight out. The killer was drawn to the light. The woman took the opportunity to run in the opposite direction. As she was about to climb down the ladder, an arrow struck her thigh. The killer realized he had been deceived and spotted the fleeing woman. She reacted swiftly, immediately climbing back up, lest the next arrow hit her